How's it going, guys? Adam here from AtoZbodyfitness, and today we're going to go over a video that I essentially am going to touch base on that I released last week on how to find your passion, or how to essentially cultivate your passion or your gift, and how you can actually utilize that in your life. So I got a few DMs actually on Instagram, and a few people messaging me saying, like, you know, they liked the video and it was good, but if I can essentially explain it a little bit more and go into detail on how to like find their passion or cultivate what they like, how to decipher what they like and what they don't like, and what they should kick out and what they should take in. So I'm just going to go over a few points this week. Continuing on from last week's video. So last week's video, I was essentially trying to say, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to an Instagram model. You know, look at what you want to do, find out what you like, and then work on it from there. Stop looking at social media and thinking that they have such an amazing life. They could, or they might not. And a lot of the times you might be surprised that even though they look, you know, they're happy in that 1 second photo, or there's a video that you come across and they look so happy and their life's, you know, they're so overjoyed and their life's amazing. It's not always the case, right? And we know now that social media has, you know, put on a kind of like this fake face for a lot of people. There are some people like that on there, obviously, that have that life and they really do enjoy it, but there's a lot of people that don't at the same time. There's a lot of people that do that just to make it appear as though they do. So the messages that I got were essentially more on passion, though, on how to essentially find that and how to cultivate like a gift that you're something that you're naturally good at. And the first thing I want to say is that there are certain things that you are born with that you're just naturally good at, right? So it could be like a sport, or it could be some sort of an art, or it could be something athletic. You know, it could be anything. Like, you're just naturally good at it, and that's essentially what I like to, and what other people have called as well, as your gift. So it's just something that you might not be the best at it. You could be the best at it. You just have a natural talent towards it. It's easy for you to do. It's very easy for you to understand. You can project it very easily to other people and get them to understand. It's just something that you can take and you can cultivate it and make it your own, and is very easy for you to handle, right? So that's one. Then the other thing is your passion. So this is something that you might have discovered early on, you know, from when you're younger, or something you find when you're older. It varies to the person, but it's something that you're passionate about, you really enjoy doing. It could be, you know, writing, like I love writing. It could be writing, or it could be fitness. It could be something more niche down towards like helping, you know, mothers who after pregnancy have gained a lot of weight, lose weight. Or it could be, you know, anything along the lines of in towards tech. Maybe you like computers and you have a passion for building computers. You have a passion for building businesses. It's just you have this, you know, this thing that you really enjoy doing, and you just love everything about it. And when you sit down and you do it, it doesn't feel like work. You just enjoy doing it. It's a passion of yours, right? So that's essentially what a passion is. And then there's a third thing. There's cultivating something that you might not like, or that you could kind of like, but over time of you doing it, you've essentially grown to like it because of the amount of time you've spent into it, or other things that you've discovered while spending a lot more time developing it and cultivating it, right? So again, that could be anything. It could be like an office job that you have. It could have been you know, let's say building something on the side that you've sold on Etsy. It could have been so many different things, but it's something that, again, you kind of liked in the beginning, but you weren't too sure of. You kept putting time towards it, and then you ended up cultivating it into something that you grew to like, right? So those are three things that I just wanted to touch base on. There's, again, your gift, and then there's passion, and then there's cultivating something that you're kind of like that you kind of don't like. All those three things, they can cross in between one another, right? You can find something that's passionate and that you're naturally good at, that you have a gift for. You can be working on something, or be put into, you know, some sort of a business, or started working on something in a partnership with somebody else, and you weren't 100% into it in the beginning, or it could have been a job that you started and you worked your way up in, but you cultivated it, you started liking it more, you turned it into something that you ended up liking down the road because of the amount of work and time you put into it, right? And then there's your passion. There's something that, you know, again, you love so much, you enjoy doing it, it doesn't feel like work to you, and that can be something that you were cultivating at first, that turned into a passion. And there's a gift, you know, that you're naturally good at, that you ended up enjoying, became a passion. Or there could have been a gift, that something that you really enjoyed something that you really didn't like and that you turned into cultivation and you ended up enjoying. So all of them can be intertwined, one in the other. Sometimes they're different from each other. It just comes down to you trying different things, like I said in the other video, right? You have to really put yourself out there, experiment with different things that you enjoy doing. Try getting into music, invest your time in, if you like money, looking at stocks and how to read the market and how to essentially make money off currency. Or if you're like me, I enjoy writing. One time I took up writing and I ended up, now I have several books out that I've written. Same thing with the fitness side of things. I ended up going to the gym one day on a fluke. Me and a friend of mine thought that we had won this fitness package back when I was 17 and a half, and they said we came in second place because we had put our names in like this ballot, and then we ended up finding out later that it was all crap pretty much. This is how they would get people just to come to the gym, and they would sell them on that spot. But if that never happened, I might have started working out later on. So that caused me to go into the gym, start working out, and enjoy it. And although I liked the gym at first, I was only going 3 times a week, I really cultivated a passion for it throughout the years because I love it way more now than I did back then, right? So that's another example of something that I liked in the beginning and that I kept putting time towards, and it ended up cultivating into a passion, right? My writing I found later on. I was 26 when I ended up starting to write, but it was an instant passion. I enjoyed it right away, right? And I had a natural imaginative mindset for it, and I was naturally just good at writing, so I had a gift for it as well. But that was a passion and a gift that went hand in hand with each other, but I discovered it later on. And the only way I found those things is just by me exploring and trying different things. That's what it comes down to. That's why you should never stop yourself from trying something, even if you don't like it, or you know that, or you think, I should say, that you're not going to like it, or it's not going to be good for you, because you never know what will come out of that. You could be, again, it could be something that you really hate, and that you try and cultivate, and it turns into something you like. Now, with that being said, there are things that you try and then you just know that you don't like and that you hate, that you've actually put time towards it, you've spent enough hours doing it, and then you just say, you know what, this isn't for me. I don't like that. And in my other video, I listed a number of other things that I went through that I didn't enjoy, like trying to, become a dental hygienist. I spent some time being a heating and air conditioner. It just wasn't for me. Policing, I started to do that, and right away I found out, I'm like, nah, it's not for me. I don't enjoy it. So there are certain things that you're going to try where you just know by spending some time in it that you don't enjoy it and it's just not for you. But with that being said, I would still implore people to just try different things. If there's something there that you think that you can get out of it or extract out of it, it's not something that repulses you right away, but you kind of know that you're essentially, it's like your heart's telling you that there's something that you can get from it or you might like from it, but your brain is saying, no, don't waste your time. You can possibly cultivate something out of it, right? You can possibly keep putting time towards it and say, you know what, this actually isn't too bad. I might actually enjoy this. And then the more time and the more hours you spend towards it, you're actually saying, you know what, there's more that I discovered by putting more time into this than I would have known had I just stopped in the beginning. So it's important to just try different things, get yourself out there, speak with different people, do some research, and then just understand that sometimes it might take time. Other people, don't compare yourself to other people where they, might have looked like they have found something that they can do for the rest of their life, because there's people that, in the moment's time where they enjoy what they're doing, but then later on, 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, they end up switching because it's just not for them anymore. And then there's other people, they find something right away, they do it the rest of their life. And then there's late bloomers where they find it later on in their life, and then they end up doing it until, they end up dying or whatever the case may be. It's just, everybody's different, but it comes down to just discovery and you being creative and trying to essentially go out and just trying to try different things and discover what it is. Because if you don't, there's no other way for you to find out. If you actually don't go out there and you don't try and put your hands and dig your feet and get your feet wet into different types of things, you're never going to know. That's the only way it's going to happen. Unfortunately, you can't understand or you can't know how long it'll take you to discover those things that you like, because everybody's different, everybody's born in a different country, everybody's part of different cultures. So something that you want to try might not be culturally the same, or where you live might be completely different from what you want to try or where you need to go. So it's just about trying to essentially get your hands in something, try it out for a bit, see if you can cultivate it or if you like it, or if you essentially end up finding a passion for it right away, or maybe you might discover something that you naturally were talented for and that you can turn and cultivate or essentially find a passion for right away. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope this essentially explained more of what I was trying to get across in the last video. Comment down below and let me know if there's something that you've cultivated into a passion or a gift, or if there's something that you found right away that you were naturally good at. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video.